The gondola lands as our party leaves the city of Lascialua, returning to this strange quarry with this purple magenta sort of lightning that the gondolas ride upon. You land at the bottom. You can see the constructs moving back and forth, lifting up the large rocks and piling them near the gondolas. Dust sprays as the large rocks are placed. The constructs seeming to be uncaring about your presence.
I would like to roll to domesticate the construct.
Alright, so...
It's not an animal.
I'm not quite sure if it's the elixir wearing off or that ride, but I am starting to feel a bit nauseous.
Well, let us make haste then, yes?
Do all of your prep before we get there. If you do not do that and we run into trouble, I can't promise everyone's survival.
Well, Malavik, do you require the map? Would that be helpful to you?
I can point out structures. I've been as far as what I've pointed out there on the map.
Alright.
But once we get past there, we probably need to add to it. I suggest giving it to someone that can create such a thing. I could do it, but my drawings are rough.
Mine are not the best either. Is there anyone who is good at that sort of thing?
No one. No one's good at
Arts and
drawing anything out.
crafts, so to speak?
Drawing, I can read maps, but drawing a map may be difficult.
I'm colorblind.
I can do my best, but...
We do not need to color for the map. We just need to chart it out so we can give it to those back at Lascialua who can make sense of it.
Would that be a survival check?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. I was thinking more along the lines like it would be a crafting check because you're drawing something. That makes sense.
So you're charting a course along a map that's kind of loose. This isn't like a professional cartographer's map. This is landmarks and approximate distances and stuff like that. But this isn't a professional cartography style map. So you're just kind of trying to keep an eyeball out for the landmarks. You're trying to note some, irregularities in the travel. If you had to look out for certain kinds of plants, or there were vines, or there was a lot of overgrowth to hack through, stuff like that.
I can use my assurance for survival. It would give me a 15, so I can take my time to make sure.
Very good. Alright.
I will
Are we all ready
resume
then?
my duty of being in the front and hacking down anything in our way. When it comes to plants, I do warn you. Do not pick up rare things that you do not understand, do not know, or cannot make out of. Possibility of it being dangerous to you, or even eating you, or putting something inside you is highly likable.
I'll watch from the back of the group.
I
too will supervise.
Well, since you're having a condition, I suggest you be in the middle of the group. Arcelia.
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 All right then. I will move to the center of the marching order.
All right. I'll be in front of her.
Good. On our way.
Okay. And who is reading the map?
I am.
Okay. Alrighty. So, we're going to do some travel here with some exploration activities. What activities would people like to do on your travel? Under the exploration mode handout there you can look at.
I would like to investigate.
Okay. We'll be moving at half speed with that. Just be aware. Just for the chat, things they could potentially do. There's a bunch of different skill-based exploration activities. You can borrow an arcane spell. You can use Arcana to prepare a spell from someone else's spellbook. You can coerce intimidating creatures. You can cover tracks. You can decipher writing, gather information, identify alchemy, identify magic, impersonate, learn a spell, make an impression, repair, sense direction, squeeze, which I think is just hilarious. Track, you can treat wounds, avoid notice, defend, detect magic, follow the expert, hustle, investigate, repeat a spell, scout, and search. A lot of different things you can do.
Malavik, are you an expert in survival?
No.
Okay. Then I cannot
But
follow the expert.
I'm an expert in athletics. So I'm pretty sure this terrain is not going to be a smooth walk or... So I will probably be using my athletics to chop down any brush in our way and any obstacles I'd move. You know, fallen trees or pointing out dangerous obstacles, stuff of that nature.
Okay.
Leaping over them.
Is anyone an expert in survival? Okay.
I'm trained.
Well, if that's the case, if I see any physical attempts to try to clear the path, then I shall use follow the experts to help Malavik.
Okay. And anybody else doing anything on the trip here, the exploration activities?
No, go for it.
No, you go on.
Scouting does seem to fit with looking at the map for landmarks and things,
Okay.
which is also at half speed, but
You'll be moving.
we will get...
You'll be moving pretty slow as a group, but you've got a lot of things that you're doing here.
We all get a bonus to initiative rolls if we get an encounter,
Okay.
as I am being aware of where we are.
No, we left right away, correct? We did not wait until first light. This is
We left right away, yeah.
right. So the
Yeah.
equivalent to a sun. The sun is setting.
You chose
We'll get
expedience over minimizing the nighttime, primarily because you were worried about Arcelia.
Yes, and it gives us a better time for danger during the day than at night when it comes to traveling. Because I assume what we traveled between the gondolas and the untraveled area would be a lot easier, so to speak, than traveling unexplored areas during the nighttime. All right, what we're going to do is gather stuff along the way if you need to. We'll set up a camp when we can.
Right. I would like to be searching then for some sort of cave or anything that might be visible to the eye for us to stay the night on our travels.
Okay. Search is not an issue. Exploration.
Investigate, it looks like you will be doing.
Ooh, I get to make a secret check.
They both seem applicable.
Concentrate exploration.
Those are just the tags.
Yeah.
Okay, I get to make a secret check. Secret checks are fun. So secret checks in Pathfinder, the way that they work is I roll the die and I add your modifier secretly, so you don't see it. So that's fun. Okay. Alrighty. So, you move pretty slowly. You keep an eye out, and I will take an athletics check from you, Malavik.
19.
Okay, and for Follow the Expert, thanks to your allies' assistance, you can add your level as a proficiency bonus. So, you gain a circumstance bonus to your skill check based on your allies' proficiency. So, Arcelia, make an athletics check, and you will add a +3, +2. So it's a +5 for this.
I also have a total of 19.
Excellent. All right. So, you will travel now through the jungles of the Ickle Expanse once again. And how's everybody feel like going into these jungles once again? Is there a healthy amount of fear, or how's everybody feeling about this?
I love the bugs.
Okay.
I'm anxious. I do not know what to expect here. And this new friend of ours is in charge and managed to keep my companion safe. I just hope that I can contribute and keep us safe. But I'm not at my best.
I'm fine. This is sort of my element. I think I get more excited the deeper we get into the unknown. What we might run into, because every adventure that I go on, I meet a challenging foe, makes me a better version of myself. But at the same time, I'm used to doing this alone, not having to worry about companions or other people's lives. So at that point, I'm a little off my game because I have to keep checking in on those around me.
I am quite miserable in all of this heat and this stuffiness and the humidity. This is not my element, not my preferred anything. But I am keeping a calm face so as to not demotivate anyone else.
All right. Hacking your way through this jungle, Malavik. You're being assisted by Arcelia. Arcelia, what are you using to chop vines and stuff out of your way and overgrowth?
I am using my busted battle axe.
Okay. Probably pretty good for hacking stuff down. Actually, no. I imagine that heavy weapons are probably not the best. It's not heavy though, right? It's just a...
It's a one-handed.
It's a one-handed, okay. So it's not that bad. Ideally, trying to slash through stuff, you want something light and sharp. And like that's why machetes are used like in the jungle, because they're just like long, paper-thin blades that are super sharp. And you are going to town here. It's slow going. It's a slog making your way through this jungle, especially a different direction than you were coming from originally. It's been a while since you've been out this way, Malavik, and it's a little foreign, the terrain. You see some landmarks, thanks to some scouting from Yara. Arashtak, go ahead and make me a perception check.
All right, 15.
Okay. And now a survival check, please.
23.
Okay, that's a good thing. Arashtak, with the help of the map, you do pick up on some of these landmarks. Yara's also helping you point them out, because you would have missed them otherwise, and you would have went in circles for quite a while. But you managed to continue on the right path, sort of acknowledging the landmarks as you pass them, making some sort of line on the map to let you know where you are and how much progress you've made. You make it past the first 2 landmarks. There's a total of 7 on the way. Make it past the first 2 landmarks. You left and it was sort of like midday when you left. You are moving pretty slowly through these jungles. So you can tell that dusk is probably maybe 2 hours away after moving. If you had stayed like a decent speed the whole time, you could have made it in like a day. But you were all taking your time, and you're keeping good vigilance out there.
Malavik, as I'm working the flora beside you, you can see that I am pushing myself. Sweat is beating down my face and my breathing is labored, but there is something determined in how I'm trying to keep pace with you.
I don't stop you, because the way I was brought up, it reminded me of childhood trials. And they determined what kind of job the child would contribute to the tribe. And I think I see more of determination than anything. But I do look down and look at you and say,
What? Something on my face?
you are not well, and you will still try to go at full speed. You do not have to keep up with me or prove anything to me or anyone else until you are at full strength.
I could use a bit of some water.
I'll tear off a skin and hand it.
Thank you.
Yes.
I will take a moment to myself, pull back and relax a bit, looking over my companions.
Do you want more cold water?
Maybe we can save that for camp.
I can do it whenever.
I don't think I want my boots wet.
That is fair.
Thank you, though.
I'm just consistently tearing and pulling at things and moving stuff out of the way. I think I start to speed up a bit. It's just because I'm hyper-focused.
As you begin to pull some vines out of the way, you see something in front of you, Malavik, and the vines must have partially been blocking some of the smell as well. Because as you clear some of the vines, you see a rotting carcass in front of you. It's been dead, obviously, for a few days, but it is clear that this has been savaged by a predator immediately. You can see large slash marks. You can see hunks of meat missing from this creature. Some of the bones are exposed. It's brightly colored, and you can see that it has a sort of matted fur to it.
How large is this carcass?
It is clearly similar to one of those monkey-like creatures with the scorpion tails that you saw in the trees on your way to Laskia.
Yes, I would like to look at this carcass in detail. I'm assuming I'm a bit ahead of everyone else, as they probably are circling around Arcelia. I would like to see if the bones have been ripped apart, essentially.
Okay.
Trying to measure the jaw strength of whatever attacked this.
Sure. Make a medicine or survival check.
The 24.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. This creature was quite big. It is... You've seen some pretty large lizard-like creatures around this place. Make a lore check. Giving you a circumstance bonus, but you can...
Castrovel lore.
Castrovel lore, yeah.
You know what? Hold on one second. Okay. An 18.
Okay.
Whatever. Bonus. Added to that, I guess.
Okay, so... You've seen these creatures around. The loose translation that you got from the people, the Owatia, is it's not a dragon, but it is some kind of large. The way that you understand it is large lizard.
Okay. I'll get very low to the ground, and I'll start looking around at the surroundings, looking at any trees or brush that has been knocked down or damaged in its wake, if it was charging after it, or if it was a silent hunter of some sort.
It appears to be, let's see here.
Yeah, because I pretty want to know if it stalks its prey, or does it, like, pretty much just, it knows it's the top of the food chain and it just rampages towards it.
It looks like several smaller sort of cuts on this thing. It's torn apart. It looks like the there are indications of a pack tearing this apart.
Okay, that's bad. I will slowly make my way back to the group, but I believe the group will notice that I am lower to the ground and have my hand on my sword hilt, and I'll slowly pull it down, the sword down, and have it at my side. And I'll like, I won't say anything, I'll just make hand gestures.
Oh. I begin to mimic you, lowering down. Ready,
Agreed.
my spear?
And once you make your way, I'll lead you to the carcass and say, this is a red zone. This is an area where a hunting pack may be. I was hoping for something quite large. That way we can hear it coming from a distance or even see through the trees, but this is way more dangerous. We have to be prepared to either run or fight. But running is a smart option.
As you
see.
are down sort of close to the ground here, Malavik, you see that there are some brightly colored feathers as well.
Can I do a nature check to see how old this corpse might be?
It would be a medicine or a survival. Malavik has already rolled well enough. This is probably 2 days, something like that.
I will ask Malavik, do you know how long this corpse has been here?
As you see from the lacerations here and the coagulated blood there, bite marks probably about 2 days. Which means that the pack is probably further down in hunting parties. See that feather there?
Oh, it's quite pretty, isn't it?
It's also quite dangerous. That means that these are high-speed hunters.
I will reach down into the muck and pick up 2 feathers.
One sort of a cyanish blue, one white.
Birds' bones in Galarian tend to be hollow. These will be aerodynamic, fast attackers. They will go, more than likely, for body parts to hinder your escape. Be careful. Typically things like this don't go immediately for your jugular or anything of that nature. They will slow you. And they will probably kill you slowly while you're alive enough to savor the moment. So we need to go now.
We should stick together.
Yes.
I will put the 2 feathers away into my satchel.
Any bushes or higher vegetation, stay out of. Watch for movement. Karun,
Yes?
you have an ability to hide yourself in shaded areas, correct?
I'm already there.
Good. You will not be what they are used to seeing if something happens. We may need your abilities to throw them off. It may be a lot to ask for, but can you do it?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Like smoke, Karun is gone.
It'll be a game of cat and mouse with a very fast cat.
Cat and pervert, actually. Sorry.
Okay.
I realize this is very stressful. I needed to alleviate some of this a little bit.
It's all right. I'm very sensitive still.
It's fine. If something was to happen, I will take the brunt of the group. We would look for the leader. Every pact has one, an alpha, so to speak. I would take them on head on and try to dispose of it quickly. We would have to all concentrate on that one. Once the pack leader is down, they probably more than likely will disperse. Do not try to take on more than one at a time. Understood?
I've got it.
Good. We double our movement speed now. We have to get through this area. The thick vegetation is up ahead. They probably more than likely will have a nest of some sort nearby. If they are young, we are in definite trouble. And I start to slowly move.
Are you moving slowly or are you moving
Well,
fast?
slowly move through this area because this has already been a hunted zone. Once we are clear of the carcass, then I will signal to them and double my movement speed. Or start to hustle, excuse me.
As we're moving, I'd like to stick close to Yara.
Very well. Everyone, please make a stealth check.
18.
30.
21.
Okay.
Always re-roll. I'm just saying.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see what Karun rolled.
Yeah, because I'm not sure how I roll this.
Stealth?
I don't have the ability for disappearing into the shadows.
That's probably gonna be a circumstance
Right.
bonus.
So, yeah, you get a circumstance bonus.
Okay, got it. And I will roll for stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep my 3.
Okay.
How does circumstance bonus work?
I add a secret amount based on the situation.
Very good.
Okay.
Karun believes no one can see her.
Very well.
I am having a hard time breathing. Occasionally coughing.
No, come.
Sorry.
I'm
Trying
all
not
right.
to make so much noise.
You're all right. Lean on me. We'll try and we'll make this a little bit easier on you, okay?
I have
Slow
a,
breaths.
have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The illness that Arcelia has, is it only through the skin, or does it have a smell as well? Because if she smells sickly,
You didn't notice the smell. I mean, aside
Yeah,
from
I may not have
Arcelia's
noticed.
normal musk.
okay, all right. Typically things go for the weakest ones first, so
Very well. You walk through this area quietly. Just gently brushing out foliage along the way, stepping as lightly as possible. There's a few stumbles here and there. Maybe some coughing from Arcelia and Karun. Make
I would
a
like to-
perception check.
Okay.
Everybody. They were rolled like that. Everyone is so hyper fixated on their sheets right now.
It's the music.
Yeah. Okay.
18.
Karun, you hear
Yeah.
something in the distance.
Hey, that.
Don't know how loud this is going to be, so I'm going to just make some adjustments here. Real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to boost the volume. This might blow your eardrums out. I have not tested this.
it's good.
Hey, you guys.
You know, are you saying this loudly or
Do
quietly?
you hear this? It sounds like gooses. From hell.
They are upon us. Do not run. Move as a unit. If you run, they will hurt you and then kill you. So, I'm readying myself for battle. If you see one that is differently colored, point it out, focus it down. Might be even larger than the rest. Ready? Okay, Karun. You move first. Shouldn't have said that.
All right, here I go.
Just realized her role.
all by myself. Like smoke,
well,
I am
not
gone.
by yourself. You start to move.
I'm sure I'll
moving as
see
a
you
unit.
guys again.
Yeah, we're moving
Can't
as a
wait
unit.
till we all get back to camp and have a nice laugh about this whole thing.
We need another stealth check from everybody, please.
Stealth. Oof, I'm re-rolling that. Not me. Use these points anyway. Yeah, here we go, baby. 24.
8. 10.
Okay.
I liked my other one.
Wait, where's... Oh, never mind.
So let's see. We had started with Arashtak with an 11, Arcelia with an 8, Karun with a 10, Malavik with a 24. Need one from Yara.
Yara has a 10.
Yeah, there's a 10 in
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry, yes. 10 from Yara. Okay. Okay. As you begin to move, you each now start to hear these sounds that Karun heard before you all. There are some flashes through the foliage. You see white feathers. You see some blue feathers darting along the sides of the group. And I'm going to take you all over here. As now, I need you to select your tokens and please roll initiative.
There is a +1 circumstance due to the exploration activities.
Yes.
Do I
Now
roll
it-
with stealth?
I was just going to ask the same thing. Is it perception or is it a stealth
This is
initiative?
a stealth-based roll, yes.
Okay.
Very good. And then there's a +1.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh, man.
I selected it, but no turn. Ah, there it is. Thank you.
make sure
Oh, wait. I bungled it.
make sure that you can click yourself and adjust the numbers. So just add your bonus of a
All right.
+1 to the initiative here.
Shucks. Then I'm gonna go.
Oh, that's not good. Oh,
What the heck?
I rolled a crit.
Wish I was a grave cleric right now.
Okay.
Could re-roll, but never mind.
They're dinosaurs.
I don't think a grave cleric can influence the initiative rolls, though. Okay. There are some. I would say they're probably the size of a large dog. You know, maybe around. I don't know, maybe like a Great Dane, probably. Sized lizards that are moving very quickly through the foliage on either side of the group. You hear more of these sort of shrieks as they move through the foliage. As these creatures will now sort of descend upon the group. Okay. Let's see here. By the way, I'm just gonna do something because this is the way that I imagined the group was laid out. Does this seem correct, or do you think you were?
Yeah.
I would not be on my own off on the side as a caster. Never have I done that.
Okay.
It's like you're inside some foliage.
Just saying.
Well, you're also slow.
Yes, but I'm clearly away from the group where you put me. Just noting.
Okay. So you can move yourself a little bit closer if you want.
Thank you. Yes. I'm like, oh God, I'm away from everyone. Why would I ever do that?
Wait. Are you where
People
you wanna
don't
be?
realize usually
okay.
when you're like 5-10 feet away, you're like,
Oh,
oh,
for
that's
sure,
close
but-
enough. I'm
I
right near the
usually am
group.
in between people, not away off to the side. That's what I was noting.
I'll do that. That way.
Yeah, you said Karoo went
Nice.
ahead. Yeah.
Well, not only that, my stealth check was like 24, and I was inside the.
Yeah.
I would just put myself inside this foliage
Okay.
area.
And I said I was next to Yara.
Yeah.
No one can see me. No one can see me.
Everyone can see you, Karun.
No one can see me.
There's a big old shadow in the middle of the sunlight.
This one begins to rush this way towards you, Arashtak. Sorry, I rolled for it.
Nope, that makes sense. That one is fine. I get that.
And then it will leap towards you with its leaping charge. And will try and strike out at you. It leaps into the air, and you see two large, powerful legs and very long, thick talons at the end of its feet. And it will try and strike at you. So it's going to get a +1 to this attack roll. So that's a 19 to hit.
It has hit, yes.
Okay, and that will be for 5 slashing damage as it brings its talons down, slicing into you. And then it will strike a second time. This time a regular attack. Ooh, 22 to hit. For
Still
4
hits.
damage. As it sort of jumps and claws at your side, Arashtak. You're moving through the brush, and it just kind of leaps out at you. And it will draw some blood. Okay, the next one we'll head towards you, Malavik. I'm just gonna check on the speed here. I have to get better at like remembering where all the stuff is on these character sheets because they're so different than the D&D ones.
Underclass DC.
Yeah. Well, it's different for NPCs. Okay, so yes, this will get in range, and it will leap towards you, Malavik, and we'll try and claw at you with some talons. 22 to hit.
That is.
Again, Malavik, as you're trying to coordinate everybody, you turn, but it's not fast enough as the talons sink deeply into your thigh. This one will rush up towards Yara. And it will get a leaping charge in as well. That's a 26 to hit.
My AC is 17, darling, so it is not a critical.
That's good. It still hurts real bad, though. You see this horrific lizard leap out of the foliage super fast and just scream in your face as it claws at you, drawing blood. Okay. This one will head towards you, Arcelia. And it will do a... actually, it's going to move here. Because it has a pack attack. And this one will be doing a leaping charge as well. There's a +1 on this. Ooh, 27 to hit. That's not a crit, though, right?
No, my AC is 19.
Okay. It will rush forward to attack you, Arcelia. I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
No, I'll just take it.
Okay. So you take this hit, but it does get an extra D4.
Oh, if it's... I don't know if that's too meta. D4? No, I'll just take it. Never mind.
For 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay, and the last one. Also gonna head here. And this one will attack Yara with a leap attack. 22 to hit. And this
That
one
does indeed hit.
will do some extra damage, an extra D4.
This is the last one.
You can tell.
Okay, I would like to use my reaction here. I forcefully present my amulet to turn away harm to my ally within 15 feet of me. Use amulet abeyance. And then they get resistance to all damage against the triggering damage. Resistance is equal to 2 plus my level, so that's 5.
Ooh, very nice. The way that resistance works in this is just a straight damage reduction, right? It's just -5, I think.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So you're gonna take 4 damage instead, altogether, Yara.
Much better.
Yep.
For the first time, I am presenting this tiger's eye amulet that is emblazoned with this golden crest, and it hums with an energy that pulses out in invisible force, and it repels the enemy, and they do not hit as deeply as they might originally.
Are you sure that the resistance is equal to 2 plus your level, or 2 plus half your level?
I will double check that.
According to the SRD, it says level, not half.
Okie doke.
I just checked that.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Okay. Arashtak. These large lizards that aren't as friendly as your family have just decided to spring out of the flora all around.
Yara is actually before me, just want to clarify, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
it got
the
assorted
eternal
since we
doors.
changed it.
Oh, actually,
Arcelia's even before
Arcelia.
that.
Yes,
Sorry?
Arcelia goes first.
There we go.
Wonderful.
Arcelia, it's your turn.
To no one's surprise, I will wheel out my spear and stab this one here that is right in the middle. 19.
Oh, that is true. Do we want to fix this? So we got your trigger says that the target.
You have to.
Oh,
to be
okay,
exploit
yeah.
vulnerability. Okay, yeah. So Yara, it would have been 9 damage altogether. So another 5.
Good catch.
Very good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay.
19 to hit.
Okay, and which one are you aiming for?
The one in the middle here, directly in front of Yara.
Okay. 19 is a hit.
I do 4 piercing damage for my second action, which I should have done first. I will use my exploit vulnerability wall of text here. And I will make an esoteric lore check against standard DC for this creature. Shit, I rolled an 11. I'm going to re-roll that using my hero point. 23.
I was told, by the way, earlier, chat, before we started, that Malavik thinks he's got too many hero points.
Not anymore.
Full up on hero points, so...
I used them.
Yeah. Okay.
That was last session, by the way.
Alrighty. So, what happens on your esoteric lore check? This is versus the standard level of these creatures, yes?
Yes.
Standard DC for its level, yes.
Okay. Okay, so that is not a crit on it, but it is a success.
Then I learn its highest weakness, but not all of its weaknesses, resistances, immunities, etc.
It has none.
Okay. I still have it activated now.
Okay.
And then for my third action, I would like to make a second spear attack. 17.
Very nice. This is also a hit.
Fantastic. It'll be 9 piercing damage plus 2 additional damage because it is an empowered attack now.
Excellent.
Does that also take half your level? 2 plus half your level, or just 2?
Yes. 2 plus half my level. So depending
3.
on how we round. Okay, 3. So 12 damage total. How is it looking after taking 16 damage?
So you took... yeah, I mean, you've wounded this thing. I mean, it looks hurt.
Okay.
It looks hurt.
A little
It's
help
bleeding.
here! And that will be my turn.
It still has a horrible, just mouthful of really sharp-looking little knife teeth. That's just right there. This sort of hot, rotten breath is hitting you like a wall in the face as you're trying to push it away and strike at it with your spear. Yara, it's your turn.
Very good. With my first action, the oracular curse will become visible once again on my face, and I will cast Lifelink on Arashtak, who has recently taken damage, so he shall be healed for 2 points of healing. From there, I will use my second action to utilize my battle medicine in order to treat my wounds, utilizing my assurance in medicine for 11 points of healing on myself. I'll mark down that I've written that down. With 36 HP now. And with my final action, I will reach over to Arcelia, and a golden light will surround her as I cast guidance on her. Go get them, darling. And that is my turn.
Okay. Arashtak.
Yes, I think I'm going to do something interesting. I reach out and touch its face and attempt to give it a goblin pox.
Alrighty.
It must make a fortitude save of 18.
It does not make it a 15.
It receives goblin pox, stage 1.
Okay.
It is sickened, and it will keep getting worse.
That sounds horrible. The goblin pox.
It is.
Okay, and what happens with the goblin pox? It's sickened. Is there anything else?
Yes, it keeps getting worse.
Okay.
Each round. It has a rash that continues to spread.
Okay. This is stage 1 sickened.
Yes. Next round, it will be stage 2 sickened and slowed.
All right.
I then claw at it for my final action. With a 20 to hit for 3 damage.
That is, in fact, a hit. So on sickened... Just want to see what the extra effects are here. You take a status penalty equal to this value on all your checks and DCs. You can't willingly ingest anything, including elixirs and potions while sickened. You can spend a single action retching in an attempt to recover, which lets you immediately attempt a fortitude save against the DC of the effect that made you sickened. On a success, you reduce your sicken value by 1. Okay, so basically it gets to roll to see if it gets to sicken 2, and if it fails, then it goes to sicken 2. If it succeeds, it can retch.
Now the thing is, Goblin Pox is a little different than sickened.
Ooh.
Goblin, it is a disease. It is not just sickened. It keeps getting worse each round. I looked into this a while ago because I was very curious.
Very
Retching
nasty.
does not make Goblin Pox go away. It needs treatment to get the disease to go away.
Okie dokie.
It only gets worse.
Is that the same with scurvy?
How contagious is goblin pox?
Not contagious, thankfully. It's a magical disease. It's bad. It's very bad. You told me to continue to get debuffs, so boy did I lean into it.
Yep.
Yes.
I am going to be a nightmare.
With your claws, you strike out, and you see the horrible sort of rash begin to spread amongst the scales and feathers of this creature. It looks sort of confused and a bit wild as it's like striking at you, and you claw at it, and it sort of recoils, and it looks a little odd. You know, it doesn't really understand what's happening to it. It's a bit mad with hunger at the moment.
You made a mistake, my ancestor.
Malavik.
Are there any of the ones of the pack that are larger than the other ones, or are they all the same?
You can use an action to make this determination if you'd like.
I will.
You don't get free info, unfortunately.
That's fine. What do I
Okay.
need to use?
This will just be
Survival.
I will take perception or survival or nature.
Perception or survival? Okay, I'll do perception. I'm gonna change that. Reroll that.
That was a natural 1 for podcast listeners.
Oops. Okay, I'm down to 1 hero point now. See, I told you I could use them. I'll take that.
Natural 1 to a natural 20. Yeah.
Amazing.
You can tell that the one in the back that you are currently fighting is a bit bigger than the rest.
Great. So that was my first action, and I'm going to rage.
And I will begin to swell as my muscles get bigger. Spikes start to come from my shoulders. I will increase my mass and look very intimidating at the one in front of me and do intimidating glare.
This is a bulk phase.
Yes. There it is.
Okay.
So now I will make an intimidation check.
Alrighty, and yeah, intimidation check.
That's a crit.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. Now, this is not a Dronus, so I just need to check and see what intimidation does on a crit in this case. Because it was different, I think.
Yeah, it was different, but I can help.
Okay.
Critical success. Here we go. I'll post it in our Discord.
Target becomes frightened 2.
Yep. The only thing difference with a Dronus is that you got bonuses from it.
Right. Okay.
So for 2 rounds, which makes that target. Wait. There's raging intimidation. Oh no, I don't have that yet.
That's a feat.
All right. And with this, I will take a swing at it for my last action. While I'm doing so, it's like, this one's mine.
Okay. Hold
That's
on.
a
I think that
23.
I don't think that you have any actions left. Because you had to
Reactions.
Intimidating glare is a bonus? No, it's a bonus feat.
Yeah,
No,
it's a
it's
bonus
fine.
feat.
I did a check. I intimidated glare, and now I attack. No, excuse me. You're right. I raged.
Yeah,
Sorry.
raged.
Okay, then cancel that out.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay, Karun.
Yes. I don't. Who? Karun who? What do you mean? I'm but a shadow in the jungle. I would like to launch a lesser alchemist's fire.
Okay. And where are you launching this fire?
I would like to launch it here.
Are you trying to hit multiple
here.
creatures, or are you just?
That's right, the one here in the center, in front of Yara.
Okie doke. So let me just double check on this.
Can I say something real quick?
What's that?
Yes.
I do have raging intimidation, by the way.
Okay.
Where is the description? That was drug into the thing. Your fury fills your foes with fear. While you're raging, you're demoralized and scared to death. Actions from intimidation skill feat respectively gain rage trait, allowing you to use them while raging. Okay, we're fine. Okay, that's good that we know this now. I can't do intimidating glare while raging unless I have this feat.
Seems silly, but okay.
It is very silly, but okay.
Okay, now here's a question about Karun's bombs.
Yes.
So these normally have splash damage. Now,
That's right.
I feel like I read something that said that you either have to select a single target or a group. And then if you do the group, it works differently, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's a good question. Then,
Alchemist bombs.
let me take a look here.
I'm looking at it right now. Which ones are you trying to use? I guess it depends.
The alchemist fire. Lesser alchemist fire.
Alchemist fire. Okay, there it is. 1d8 fire damage, 1 persistent fire damage, 1 fire splash damage is all it says.
Yeah, I just don't know if it always does those things. And like, if you're able to, if it hits your allies, I imagine no, because I feel like I read something that said the alchemist gets to kind of choose on that stuff.
Splash does affect allies, but the bomber research field allows only to hit your target with splash damage.
Very nice. Okay. So, you're aiming basically at the middle one, so you're going to do the full damage, I guess, to the middle one, and then the splash damage to the others.
That's right.
Okie dokie. You hit the one in front of Yara with a 21 to hit as the bomb just... this is sort of napalm-like liquid just sort of explodes, and this flammable goo just kind of gets launched everywhere as this then ignites in front of you as the fire begins to rage all around you as the fire ignites. Yara and Arcelia, you see this fire like go up and you're like, you think, oh no, Karun has done it again. But instead, the lizard in the middle falls to the ground, screaming in pain. The others are also lit on fire. You can see the feathers sort of burn a bit.
Wonderful shot, Karun!
Okay.
Like smoke, she's gone.
Are you going to hide?
I would like to take cover, yes.
Okay, you can take cover if you'd like.
I have been imagining every time you say that, we like smoke, Karun is gone. Karun literally says that out loud.
Yeah, she does. She absolutely does.
Okay,
No,
great.
she does. That's for all of you to hear. I will be taking cover for my next turn.
Okay. Very well.
And that's it. That's me.
Okay. These lizards are going to go now. This one that is up here that is sickened. I don't know when it gets escalated to 2. I think it's at the end of its turn.
That would make sense to me, yes.
Because you don't get just 2 right off the bat, right?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of looking not so great, but it is just wildly attacking. It has a sort of madness and a ferocity to these attacks. As it will try and strike out at you. First with its talons.
That's great.
You also
That
take 3
hits.
less damage.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you.
oh, wait. I'm going to,
Not gonna work
Nope.
here.
Nope, just kidding.
You were gonna use your bullshit, right?
No, it's good. No, don't worry.
Because it has to be the target that you did it against, right?
No, so the way that exploit vulnerability works, it's all creatures of that kind.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So if there
This
was
is
one that was
This
like,
is a new round then.
It is
Yeah.
a new round. Yep.
nah, if you're already taking 3 reduction, nah, it's chill.
Well, this is a critical.
So, just out of
So it's gonna
curiosity,
Oh, yes. Okay, I do my bullshit. Shit. I present my amulet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I can't do it again. Don't get crit again.
okay. So does it minuses how much? Is it 5?
5.
Okay.
Yes.
So yes, this would be 12 damage here, Arashtak. But there's like a glint of some light from Arcelia's amulet as she holds it up, and you
Goes,
see,
wow,
yeah,
wow.
it sort of it makes this creature strike out at you a bit obliquely, and it's a bit of a glancing blow. It still hits something important though, Arashtak. You feel it hurt you as you take 7 slashing damage, and then it will.
But minus 3.
Minus
because
3.
of
I would take
Yara's.
the 3, yes.
Oh, yes. Okay. So 4 slashing damage altogether. Sorry. And then it will strike again with its talons. That is a miss.
Oh, that misses so much because of sickened as well.
Yes.
That just batted away.
And then it will try and bite you with its jaws. 16 to hit.
That will still hit even with sickened is -1 or 2 to attack.
-1.
Then it still hits, makes it, breaks it.
Okay. And this is for 4 piercing damage.
Yes, and it's -3 on the first attack, yes, Yara?
Yes, it is only
Yes.
once per round.
That is fair.
Okay. And you can see it's like there's like some vomit that like that shoots out as it takes a bite out of you, Arashtak. The vomit just you hear it sort of retching as it takes a bite out of you. Okay. Now second Q. Okay, this one. I'm gonna make a roll. Oh, it's gonna actually I rolled. Ooh, this one is gonna rush towards you, Karun.
Oh, all right. It's a good goose.
It will rush towards you, and let's see. Take cover gives you how much of a bonus to your defense here? 'Cause you
I
get
used 2 actions, so it should be full cover.
okay. Wow, this is not helping me. Take cover. Counter mode. Standard cover or greater cover. +4 circumstance bonus to AC. and reflex saves against area effects. Okay. Let's see. Karun is going to rush towards you and will try and make a leaping charge attack.
Stop it.
First, with its talon. Actually, only with its talon. So that will be the equivalent of a 15 to hit.
It does not hit.
Wow. Okay.
Like smoke, she's gone.
You're saying this is like, as this thing is like hovering right over you, like it's clearly seen you and it's tried to strike at you. You just dodge out of the way. Okay. It will sort of screech in rage as it is unable to hit you. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It has a +1 on that. 16 to hit.
Still does not hit. Oh wait, no, my AC is 16, so it doesn't make it or break it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That will be for 4 slashing damage.
Ow, ow, ouch. Oh.
Okay. Next. The one below you, Arcelia and Yara. We'll go after Yara. It will try and make a talon attack. 18 to hit.
Most certainly hits.
7 slashing damage, Yara. Okay, second attack. Talons again. A 14 this time, however.
Yes, I'm able to dip out of the way.
Okay, dodging the attack, Yara shoves this creature as it goes in for some rending talons. Then it sort of whips its head around and will try to bite you with its jaws. A 6 to hit. Misses. You just kind of batter it away again, Yara. Last one, this one that is a bit larger than the rest, is currently frightened by Malavik, but will try and attack nonetheless. An 11 to hit is a miss, and it would have been a 9. With its talons, it tries to leap up and sort of rake down twice at you, Malavik. The first one misses. Ooh, second one's a crit.
Oh,
It's a crit
dang.
even without the, even with the intimidation check.
Well, it's a natural 20.
Okay, I didn't know if it still went through or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that will be for 14 slashing damage, unfortunately.
Okay, so that is 8 damage because I have 10 points.
Okay. Temporary HP gets eaten up by this creature. And as it comes down, it will try and bite you with its jaws with its last attack. That's a 1. As
that
it
misses.
Yeah, you feel the claws like rake down your skin, and you just kind of like shove it out of the way before the claws like mash on you. Okay, Arcelia, it's your turn.
Okay.
Remember, Arcelia, you also have guidance on you.
Thank you. I will wheel around and try to stab the creature in front of me with my spear. Yeah! 25.
Ooh, that is a hit. Not a crit though.
Okay, that would be 5 piercing damage, and I believe 3 additional empowered. So I was doing all this wrong, and I'm still trying to figure it out right now. But definitely at least the additional 3. So that would be a total of 8 piercing damage as I strike the spear forward, trying to go for its rib cage.
It howls in pain as you strike it with a vicious attack.
I will do it again. 12.
12 is a miss this time. It snaps its jaws, and as you're like about to attack, you sense that it's about to like take your hand off, and you move your hand away in the last second.
I rolled a 1 for my third attack.
You spin and try and strike it with the blunt side of the spear, and you just get like a glancing blow. It just kind of slides off the feathers of this creature. It has that sort of cat-like grace, when it moves, and it just kind of like does the thing where as soon as you touch, its skin, if you get like a glancing blow, it just kind of moves its body and lets the strike slide along its body instead of perpendicular to it. Yara.
All right. With this creature in front of me, I am going to go ahead and siphon some negative energy. You'll see this dark blue form in my hands, and I will go ahead and I will touch the creature that is in front of Arcelia and cast Chill Touch on it. That is going to be a basic fortitude save from this creature. It must be to 19.
Wow, that's nasty. Okay. And you are aiming for the one that's next to Arcelia?
Yes.
That's a natural one. That is a crit.
Critical failure.
Yes.
But 20 points of damage, and if that survives, then it will go ahead and also be enfeebled.
It does not. Tell me how you kill it.
I reach out, and this blue energy from my palm begins to pierce into the creature, and then you'll notice that rips will occur inside of its flesh as the light pours out and it is torn from the inside. Ooh. Little more disgusting than I would have liked. I wipe a little bit of this viscera off of my face. And with my final action, I will turn to Arashtak and I will utilize my assurance and battle medicine to start wrapping up his wounds. For 9 points of healing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very nice. It's insane that you can use this in battle. Crazy.
I know, it's so good.
Battle
I
medic,
deserve it.
thank you. God, I love it. It's kept me alive so many times.
Okay, that is it for Yara's turn. Arashtak.
Yes. I'm going to keep making this little one's life miserable. Also, I believe it needed to roll at the end of its turn to see if it got to sicken too, yes?
Oh no, it's automatic.
Oh, it's automatic? Oh, great.
Right?
Yes, I have put it down on our list as well.
Goblin Pox doesn't make it get to sicken 2 at stage 2. It becomes slowed.
Oh.
I think
Oh.
it
so
stays
it's still
at sickened
sickened
1.
one. Okay.
Yes.
And 1 and slowed. Very good.
I don't remember if sickened also gets worse as its own if you don't get better. I don't think it does. That's a different thing. But Goblin Pox just permanently makes sickened 1 a thing at stage 3. It can't get rid of sickened 1, but it will keep getting sickened each round.
Gotcha. So the
It's
sicken just doesn't
nasty.
go away.
Correct, yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
But it is also slowed now, so if it tried to run, good luck.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make things worse. Puff of poison. I breathe poison in its face. It needs to make another fortitude save of DC 18. Yes, it is now taking persistent poison damage. And it takes 3 damage on top of the persistent poison.
Okie doke.
This thing's like, kill me now.
Yeah, you see like bloody tears like coming down from the creature's eyes. Like it just looks horrific. It looks like some kind of something out of 24 days later or something.
It's having a very
28
bad
days?
day.
28 days? I can't remember. 28 days later.
Ew,
it has
it's
to be.
some of those.
28.
It's taking 2 persistent poison.
Okay, 2 persistent poison. Got it.
And 3 poison damage just right off the bat.
Yep.
I also then continue to slash and rake at this thing's face with a claw attack. A 15 to hit, which is not including the sickened.
Yes, that is just barely a hit with sickened. As you strike it for an additional 4 damage.
4. Ah! And that is my turn. This poor thing is not
horrible.
doing well.
Looks horrible. I mean, to be fair, it is trying to kill you, so it makes sense.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Malavik, it's your turn.
All right.
I'll stare at this one in front of me, and then I'll do a snare and slash my great sword in upwards motion. That's a 24 to hit.
Very nice. Wow. How do you kill
Daddy.
it? Holy shit.
Oh,
Slaughtering Daddy.
go for another slash, and then I'm like, and
You just
I
one-shot
cut it in-
this thing,
clean
by the
in
way.
half. Just completely clean through.
Yep.
And while you see the blade go through, you'll see fire as well rolling up the sword as it cauterizes the wounds, as it cuts it in half. And then I turn hungrily at the next one, and I'll do then is I will do sudden charge towards the one in front of Garoon as I run over the bodies of the deceased ones in front of me. And I'll slash. Actually, let me put that in the chat so they can see it. There we go. It's 2-action move.
Mm-hmm.
I think I get penalty on this. I'm just going to treat it as such. I don't know if I do or not.
Yeah,
Just
because
as
it's a
complete
multi-attack.
action.
Yeah, it's still a second attack.
That's an 11.
Okay. An 11 is a miss, unfortunately, as you strike out. I think it's just a coincidence. Like, as you go to strike, you stumble probably a little bit and just go a little bit off with the strike. You're just moving with such force and such speed that some of the ground's a little bit loose and you just slide a little bit as you go for the attack.
Yeah, I'll swing and just, I guess Karun will feel the wind from the blade and the fire. And I'm just, and that'd be the end of my turn.
Karun, it's your turn.
Well, that's a lot of fire all in one place. I don't exactly want to get in the way of the large red one, but I think I'm going to. I like to. Can I just take one of my bombs and just smash it into the thing's face? Am I that close?
I think you take a melee penalty here, if I'm not mistaken.
For ranged
Oh, I take a
attacks,
penalty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ranged and melee is a penalty.
It's
but
not technically a ranged weapon, though. It is a bomb. It operates a little differently.
I'm not sure. I think it still kind of counts.
If it's a thrown attack, it would be ranged, but
Yeah.
All right. This thing doesn't. It's not. Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a melee bomber, you know?
That's fine. I will
Unless you've
take.
seen Hunter x Hunter.
I will take a tiny little scurry away. A tiny Karoon-sized scurry. And then I will throw my bomb. And it will be this one.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Okay.
she also took an action to do a 5-foot, which would not have done a attack of opportunity anyway.
Yeah, if you just do a step, then you're good. It does
Then
take
that's
an
it, that's
action
all I
to do
want.
it. And you throw your bomb, but a 15 is a miss, so you only do your splash damage here.
Oh no. Alright, well, that's fine then. I splash it with some fire.
Okay. The napalm-like liquid just splatters nearby as little bursts of fire will go off and just nearby, just kind of a little close. and singes some of this creature's skin and feathers, scale and feathers.
I will take my last and final turn to take cover.
Okay. This Velociraptor will most likely stay on Malavik. Let me see. Yep. It's going to stay on Malavik, and it will sort of turn around and leap for narrative purposes, though it doesn't get its special leaping attack, and will try and strike at you with its talons. 22.
Say it.
For 7 slashing damage as it tears at your flesh.
Your next attack better kill.
And comes down with its second claws, second talons. 7 is a miss. And lastly, with jaws, it tries to snap at you. 15.
I think I just backhand this volley.
Trying to knock it out of the way. Okay, last one by Arashtak. This will...
Can't remember, does poison take first or after at the end of the round?
I think they all go at the end, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. The persistent damage. All of the different conditions and rules are very difficult to keep track of. Persistent damage.
Only asking because if it possibly is close to death and then dies from it before it attacks me, that's the only reason.
Yeah.
I think you're right, though.
It happens at the end of your turn.
Yes, very good.
Okay. Alrighty. Then it will try and strike at you. 2 talon attacks. 26 to hit Arashtak.
It is sickened, so it's a 25. Unfortunately, I have 15, so it's still 10 above my AC, which is a crit.
I will use my, no, I can't. Never mind. Wait.
You will also be taking 3 less damage.
You may have to announce it right when it attacks before the damage is...
Well, I mean, you see the damage when you roll it,
I don't know how that works.
yeah.
Let me see.
I'm not
No,
gonna
there's
be
like a
picky
stupid
about my
rule
shit.
on it.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and present my amulet to mitigate the damage by 5.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so this will be -8, so you take 4 slashing damage altogether, Arashtak, from your lifelink and from the amulet's abeyance.
Thank you, that is so much better.
Second attack is a 5. That is a miss.
Swatted away. I think that's another 6 it rolled after a crit again.
Last attack with its jaws. 15 to hit.
This is the exact same thing that happened the exact last time. The same.
This time it will strike with its jaws for 8 piercing damage. Sinks its jaws into you. Its teeth. And it's just like it's horrible blood and vomit and like probably pus and stuff now. It's so disgusting, Arashtak. You did this. Okay. And it's gonna take some damage. Okay. Still
Now,
up.
how does the goblin pox, as the turns have gone on?
So it basically it sickened the first. It can try to retch to remove sickened, but it gets sickened again the next turn, and then slowed, and then the next turn it's permanently sickened for the day.
So it is sickened and slowed at the moment?
Forever.
Okay.
And then it has to try to get treatment to get the disease removed, or it just stays sickened again.
Oh,
It's
that's
not the
horrific.
goblin pox, it's the goblin consumption.
It is a nasty disease.
You
super
just
bad.
have this in your pocket. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
We may have planned our spells together.
I may have prepared 2 of them today.
Okay. Arcelia.
First action, I will move 5, 10, 15, 20. I go into a running sprint around the creature. I skid. I turn around, and as I wheel around, I will bring my spear forward for 16.
That is a hit.
Okay, it takes 8 damage.
How do you kill it?
As I come around it from the back, I stab my spear through its throat, and you can see it come through the other side there, Arashtak.
Horrible squelching noises. It's about to strike again, Arashtak, and you see this horrible blood spray as it sprays out over your face. The spear shoots through the neck of this creature, and as the spear is withdrawn, you can see Arcelia through the other side of the stage.
Respect your descendants.
As I pull it out, I begin to go into another sprint. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I will end my turn here.
Okay. Yara.
I will wave my hand over the rapier that is at my side, and these needles will go ahead and spawn above my fingertips in the air as I cast needle darts towards this creature that is left next to Malavik. Or an 11 to hit, so they miss, I believe.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That is all right.
See these darts come up from the sword of Adronis, now belonging to Yara, swirling about and shooting out. These needles just pierce the various leaves all around, missing off target.
And from there, I will go ahead and I will cast Rousing Splash, so I'll open up my canteen and water will come out of it towards Malavik as I give him 5 temporary HP.
See the fire gonna douse out and then relight.
And that is my turn. Oh wait, actually that would have been 2 actions. Never you mind. Whoops. Never mind. So with that being said, what I will do is I will instead actually cast Lifelink again on Malavik from afar.
Okay, that's only 1 action.
Yes, it is, and that is 3 points of healing for you, Malavik.
Do you get to maintain that on
I can
2
have
people?
it on multiple people, yes. It's not a concentration.
Okay,
But I
then-
will take all of that damage, and it gets worse and worse and worse as we level up, so I will be taking a lot of damage later on.
Don't understand what's going on.
Okay. Arashtak.
Yes. I think now that I'm here and no longer being attacked by those nightmares, I'm going to point my finger toward it as it crystallizes with ice and cast a ray of frost on this final one. With a 15 to hit for 10 cold damage.
15 is a miss.
Interesting. Well, then what I will do instead, well, not instead, but as a follow-up to help out our friends, is move after I miss and flank this so it is easier to hit for my allies.
Okay. Malavik.
I'm not paying attention to anything that's going on around me but the target that is in front of me. I swing my great sword with great speed and accuracy. A 24.
That is a hit. Bring the greatsword down and leave a nasty rending wound in this creature.
And then I will take Since it is a versatile weapon, I will grab at it at the same time and then slash upward to split it even more.
So that's 2 actions if you want to do that. Otherwise, it could just be a narrative thing.
It's just narrative.
Okay.
A 20.
Okay. That is also a hit. Jesus. Big damage coming out of Malavik as you just drive the greatsword right through this creature's jaw, like into its brain. You can see like it was about to run, and you just have sort of like grabbed it by the feathers and like ripped some out as you pulled it closer and stab upwards with the greatsword, and it falls to the ground with a gurgle.
I'm gonna attack again. 17.
You strike its carcass.
I'll just keep going at it and then...
Malavik. Hey! I snap my fingers.
I'm in control.
It's
I'll kind
dead.
of stand up and look around at everyone and pull back. Are they all dead?
Yes. That is all of them.
I'll kick at the corpse and then I'll start to go around and try to skin it. All of them.
The one that you attacked while it's down.
Oh yeah, that one's
is
fucked up.
obliterated.
I'm gonna go to the alpha. I'm assuming its plumage is different, or is it not?
Yeah, there is a bit more plumage. Yeah. You can make a survival check here.
12.
12. Unfortunately, you get a few like usable feathers. You think you can make like some arrows or something, but not a lot of edible meat here. Not a lot of stuff you can use. It's just been injured too badly.
What is this monster called?
You don't know. It's just called a large lizard.
Whilst he is doing that, I would assume this would take at least 10 minutes to skin an animal, or at least attempt to.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I would like to refocus as long as I could, for either my first or my second, but I need to get my curse brought down.
And while that is happening, I have begun to have my wounds close for themselves.
I will be examining the goblin pox and scooping some into a tiny vessel later.
I will keep my eyes to the surroundings. Want to make sure no more of these creatures come hurtling out through the darkness.
I'm sorry, Karun. Say one more time what you were doing.
I would like to scoop out some of the goblin pox and put it in a little vial for later. Okay. Can I identify anything interesting alchemically from this?
Unfortunately, no. This is a magical disease, so as soon as this creature dies, it just kind of dissipates away. Goblin pox goes away. I'm sorry.
Is there any other alchemically interesting fact about these dinosaurs? The geeses?
You can absolutely identify alchemy, see if there's anything potentially interesting here.
Yes. What will I roll for this?
I believe this is a crafting check. Let me just double check. Yep, identify alchemy. Okay. So 23. We'll say that you are able to tell that there is you could potentially like grind up their talons to use for the base of a potion. I will
very good
figure out which one.
I would be removing all of the talons with little clippers. They are very large in my tiny Karun hands.
And how long do you think this would all be taking us, Wack?
Half hour?
Very good.
I would be meditating after I have my wounds closed then for the 10 minutes.
Yes, and I would
Bugs
treat
swarming
my
around me.
wounds after I refocus as well, with my assurance.
So, Karun, you think that you can potentially make a lesser bestial mutagen with this?
Oh no. All right. Sure. Yeah, I'll take a few.
Okay, make a survival check for me. Okay, 16. I'm gonna say you get enough to make 2.
All right.
You'll have to spend time to actually craft these, though.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
I
So,
think I still have a few of these left over.
yeah, I mean, it's similar enough to like the ingredients that you've used before that you assume that they have similar properties, and you're correct.
Is night beginning to fall by any chance?
Very soon.
It was like, what, before the combat, it was a couple hours before dusk, I believe you said. I don't know how
About
long
an hour
we
and a
traveled
half.
It was like
since.
2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, during my exploration, I was looking for some sort of shelter. I'm assuming we would have to still look for something, and that we didn't find anything, correct?
That is correct.
We should probably get ourselves inside somewhere soon, yes?
We need to keep going. That pack was smaller than I expected. I'll keep trucking along, but you do notice I am limping. I have a gashed wound on my thigh.
Wait. Come here, we can spend more time at least wrapping you up, yes? Right. And I will go ahead and I will treat wounds at a trained level utilizing my assurance. For 8 points of healing on Malavik.
Thank you. This will be enough to get me moving. At least the blood won't be spilling.
Very good. And how is everyone else?
I am fine. Bugs swirling around me as I have almost no wounds anymore.
It got me good, but I should be good to continue on. I
Very
am
well.
looking around, eyes to the surroundings.
Yes, I will keep up the pace as I did before. But I'd be kind of lost in thought as I just am kind of focused in front of me and just chopping down and moving stuff out the way as I did before. But I will be hustling at this point, only because I am fixated on getting somewhere away from this area.
I would like to help whoever is looking for the shelter of some kind as we walk forward.
All right. Everybody, let's do some more exploration rolls. Are you moving quickly?
I am. I'm hustling.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're all moving quickly.
Okay. Didn't sound like Yara was, though. Yara, you're still scouting?
Well, we are trying to find somewhere to slumber. So moving quickly would not make sense in this situation.
Yeah,
You're trying to find somewhere.
Yeah, I was only moving quickly out of this area. I'm assuming that that pack was smaller and that there may be a larger one around. So just to get out of the area of danger, I wanted to hustle. But that was just me personally. Clearing a path.
I will
Okay.
join efforts with Yara to try to find somewhere safe for us tonight.
I too will search. This is a half speed, right?
If you are searching...
Or investigation.
move at half speed. If you take no exploration activity, you're just moving at normal speed. It seems like we've got one person searching, got one person hustling, 2 people hustling. Is Arcelia and Malavik?
No,
It's just me.
I will switch to search with Yara.
Okay.
I believe Arashtok was also attempting to search. Now, if this is more of a survival thing, I will lean that towards him, but if it's a perceptive thing, I'm more than happy to be the one fronting the whole thing.
Alrighty. I get to make some secret checks.
Is there any way that I could assist in this, given...
You can make a search as well. I'm making secret rolls for each of you. Okay. Who has the lowest... you're not rolling, Karun. I'm rolling for you.
Sorry. Sorry. Good.
Who has the lowest con modifier?
I have 2.
Well, out of
Mine is
all of
1.
us?
Yep.
Mine is
-1? That'd probably be Arthur.
Minus.
No, mine is 1.
Okay.
Dear God, no.
Yes, Arcelia and I are the same. And what of Karun?
I have 2.
Okay. Let's see.
You can bully me, Wack. It's fine.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice. What's happening?
I'm doing secret rolls for searches.
We love that for us, darlings. We love it.
Okay. Whoa.
That was on my head. That is
Yeah.
terrifying.
Oh, that was a sound effect. Okay.
The storm rolls in. Oh, God.
Okay. Let's see. So, after searching, looking for some shelter, the best you can find is a sort of rocky outcropping. There's no cave or anything that you can see. There is it's kind of like just a rocky outcropping, right? Like kind of like partial cover. It's just kind of right in the thick of some flora. Like there's some bushes and things. It's not easily seen, but it's not like a cave, you know. It's not, you don't have like perfect protection all around you. And it takes you about an hour to find that.
I suppose this is the best we're going to find for now, yes?
Yes.
I think so.
I can set up the tent underneath this for extra cover.
I will explore the shadows of the cave.
Okay.
The outcropping.
I will explore the shadows of the outcropping.
Arun, could you give me your small tent? I'll set that up as well.
I will glide over to you through the shadows and hand you my tent.
Thank you.
Like smoke, she is gone.
I still... Is this... Oh, is this a joke? I set up our camp.
Make a survival check for me, Arashtok.
I'll take my assurance for survival to get a 15.
Okay.
I'd like to make sure it's standard, not amazing, not terrible.
As night begins to fall, you set up a camp. You build a fire, need a survival check from you, please. Oh, no, you get an automatic 15. You build a fire. It's not particularly warm. It does the job, though. You've kind of built it in a way where it doesn't produce too much smoke, but it's still there. Taking the assurance means that you're able to get something decent set up, but nothing fantastic.
Before we prepare to get some rest, I will go ahead and I will cast Thunderwave. I will. There's cars outside honking. Holy moly! I will cast a second level 2 action heal on myself. So that will be the standard. What is it? It'll be 2d8 plus. Actually, I'll just do a level 1, but at a.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
That was the fear. Yeah. Oh boy.
Like
It's
smoke,
hopefully
she
a
is
brownout.
gone.
Hopefully a brownout, and then she'll be back shortly.
Hopefully.
Well, she's busy healing herself. I will keep watch.
Okay. Arcelia begins to take watch. Why don't we go ahead and we'll take a little bit of a break here, folks. We'll give people a chance to come back. We'll see what happens in just a little bit. Hang tight for more Gatewalkers. If you haven't checked it out yet, we have a new show that's just premiered yesterday. Blade Runner Electric Dreams, GM'd by the wonderful Pumpkinberry. Go check it out. And we'll see you soon. We'll be back in just a little bit. Yara begins to make rounds and heal with the treat wounds ability and assurance, making her way around to try and help each of you. We'll do some rolls here, and I think this is as easy as just clicking Yara's treat wounds. See how much it's going to be. Okay. As night has fallen, what are each of you doing? I believe Arcelia was taking a watch.
I am crafting some potions.
Okay.
I would also be on watch. I'm pretty on edge right now. It takes a while for me to cool down. So I'd be eating a ration and just waiting for Yara to come around. Well, I wouldn't be really waiting for Yara to come around, but if she did, I just kept healing. And I'm kind of perched upon a rock, I would say.
Okay. This is rolling the right number. Okay. So Yara is going to treat her own wounds first. A very nice roll from me. I gotta avoid playing you guys as much as possible. I'm too imbalanced. Okay. And I would like perception checks from Arcelia and Malavik. Karun, I'd like a crafting roll.
And I'm assuming during this is when I'm setting up camp. Yes, this is all around that same time. Cool. All right.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to re-roll that one.
Okay.
There we go.
That's better. Okay, Karun, you make... what are you trying to craft right now?
I'm crafting some fire.
Okay. Now, are you using your normal... are you just using ingredients that you have, or are you using your special...
Infused reagents.
Okay. All right.
I get the thing where I can make 2 potions with 1 infused reagent now.
Sure. If you're doing that, then the crafting doesn't matter. You get that automatically.
Oh, all right.
That's your special stuff. If you use other ingredients that you have, like the talons of these velociraptors, then that will require a crafting check because you're using traditional reagents.
I think I'm gonna hang on to those. Maybe they're worth something.
Okay. And let's see. Arcelia, you're having a very difficult time staying awake. Please make a fortitude save.
17.
It's one of those things where you're like nodding off here and there, but you're like, you shake yourself awake and you realize you're just not the best lookout right now. As you
I'll try to
glance
push
down,
myself.
you can see that like the rash has sort of like come back and spreading a bit.
Oh, shit. I will cut my watch short and approach Arashtak. Hey, look, my rash is getting worse.
Yes.
It's becoming a bit unbearable. I think I should try to get some rest.
I think so too. Is there any way I could use my healer's kit, which is based on some of the herbs I've picked earlier, to alleviate some of that before she rests?
You can make a medicine check. I'm going to say it's going to be very difficult.
I will make a nature check, because I can use that instead of medicine.
All right.
That is my thing. It's literally the thing I have.
Sounds like you got a lot of things, okay?
I do have a lot of things. I'm built a specific way.
Sounds like you got a lot of things, okay?
I'm built different.
I'm better than you.
Nature 18. It's literally the same number for my roll.
Amazing. Okay. Unfortunately, that is not enough.
I figured.
As you're tending to Arcelia, you realize it's one of those things like when a doctor gets a look on their face like, uh-oh.
Does the uh-oh translate well on your features because you have no eyebrows?
Probably not.
You can make a perception check for me, Arcelia.
23.
Wow.
You know me well.
I was going to make the difficulty 20 because it's a Rashtak. There's a barely any sort of indication, but it's enough for you, Arcelia. Arashtak looks surprised. He is unable to help you at the moment.
Hey, we've all had a long day. Maybe I could settle for a cold bath if you don't mind giving me a splash.
I can do that for you, yes. We will get you treated, do not worry. I just cannot help you now.
All right.
I give a rousing splash. A rousing splash. Which gives you a lot of temp HP for 1 minute.
I feel fantastic for the next 60 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll try to go the fuck to sleep in those 60 seconds.
Okay. I love that it's called Rousing Splash. That's amazing. Yeah. Arcelia, you will try to go to sleep. Yara will then try and treat, I imagine, Arcelia's wounds as you're trying to fall asleep here, Arcelia. Which will be for 11 healing.
That puts me back at max.
And then
Thank you, Yara.
You're quite welcome. And then we'll treat you, Malavik, for 9 healing.
Thank you.
We have to stick together.
Yes. I will continue the watch. You all should get rest.
Will do. If you need someone to take the next watch, wake me.
Malavik, as people begin to head to sleep after treating wounds, after making potions, you are left to stare into the darkness of the jungle. You listen for noises.
No, I do have dog vision. So I think at this time, while people are sleeping, I would have snuffed out the fire.
Booms in the distance rattle off. Sounds like thunder at first. Make a nature check.
Nature check.
Or lore. Castrovel.
I'll do the lore. 13.
That is enough in this case. You've heard this sound before, recently, for the last few days. Thought it was thunder, but you know that it is the sound of these strange, massive, insect-like creatures that have very powerful legs that while they beat their legs around the backs of their bodies, create blasts of sound enough to ignite the air around them.
Ignite the air around them as in fire? It actually ignites the air.
I don't think you've ever met one in person.
Well, do I see any light, is what I'm saying.
You do not.
Okay. Alright, that worried me. What I do is I'll sit there and I'll slow my breathing. And then I'll clutch where I am perched and try to make myself a part of this rock and try to get a better sense of the direction that it's in.
Okay. Survival check.
18.
South.
Do I get a sense of distance or no?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
The thing that you know about these creatures is that the sound can be heard for miles around.
I'll treat it as if it's thunder. I'll count the seconds in between each drumbeat of the sound, and just try to have a rough estimate of a gauge of how far of immediate danger we are.
I think you were able to tell.
I believe in frustration. How long has everyone been asleep?
Hour.
I don't want to wake them. I believe movement would not be good at this time. I would just hunker down and keep listening to any changes. I'm gonna guess in my mind that if it's the same noise over and over again, it is probably searching instead of knowing, and hoping that if everyone It's a sound sleeper. And we should be fine.
The rest of you can make a perception check. Okay. Rashtak, you hear the boom of some thunder in the distance, and it does wake you up.
I don't know how far they are from me.
What was that?
I'll raise my hand, but I'm assuming they don't see it. They snuffed the fire out.
If the fire's out, I definitely do not see it.
Okay. I will slowly make my way over to the group. I'm assuming I was just on a rock next to them. And I'll get close to Rashtak and I'll say, don't move. Don't move.
I stay still.
If you're going to sleep, sleep soundly.
What
I
was
do not
that?
want to wake the others.
Thunder.
Not of the kind that you think. It's a giant beast. Insectoid in nature, but nothing like you've seen before. Sudden movements could alert it. That thunder that you hear is a way for it to track whatever it's hunting. Vibrations, sound waves, anything.
Echolocation. Interesting. I will stay in the tent. And then I nestle back to sleep, though I do have my staff ready at my side. Wake me if there is a problem.
That one sounded closer.
Oh, you'll know if there's a problem.
That sounds like something everyone should be ready for. For it to pass.
Well, speaking right now is contributing to its alertness. Slowly wake everyone.
Arcelia, the last roll of thunder startles you awake.
What was that?
Quiet. Predators. Do not move. Quickly. Browse. Yara and Karun. Quietly. Do not move much. Be ready. We lie in wait.
I'm not wearing my armor.
We may have to sprint.
I
If we
can
do
help
so,
you
zigzag
put it
lines, stay
on.
with the group. Rashtak. If anything, if you need to track in the dark, you can light something on me and I will run as fast as possible. If it comes down to it.
Very well.
Or better yet, give me something with a light source.
I can do either. It is easy.
Someone need to make Karun and make sure that they do not make noise. It's closer. We have to hurry.
Yes, We are in the tent, so movement shouldn't be seen easily.
Okay.
I am...
I'm gonna reach for a light source from you.
Oh, I have no... If you reach... I grab a rock put it in your hand. Arcelia, quietly wake Karun, and I will help you put your armor on.
All right.
Then wake Yara. I
I will
cast light.
slink away.
I cast light on the rock and
I'll
put it
collapse
in
it.
his hand. And
Yeah, I'll collapse it as tight as I can.
And then
I'm going to buy you some time.
Be careful.
I'm going to slowly get out of the tin. Because I'm sure her armor will make a lot of noise, so it's time for me to make a ruckus of my own. I am going to turn to northeast, and I'm going to slowly walk and then pick up my speed, and I'm going to sudden charge and then run, if possible.
Make an athletics check for me.
29.
You start hauling ass.
And then as I do that, I'll hold my hand up and I'll show the light and glimpses.
Okay.
I want to look like a predator as well, that's signaling prey. And that way they can also see the direction that I've ran into.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
17.
Okay.
You know what I want to do, if possible? Oh, I don't think I can do that. I don't think this works like Pathfinder. I mean, like D&D, never mind. I was going to, I don't think he could rage outside of combat. Because there's only 10 rounds it lasts. Yeah, I don't think so.
That's a minute.
Yeah. So nah, I'm gonna save it. I'm hauling ass.
You run, tramping through the jungle. Make a survival check as well for me, please.
A 23.
Okay. You understand your bearings. You remember kind of like where the camp is in the dark as you rush. You charge through the foliage all around you, just batting away various plants and things. You hold up the light, and it just kind of like strobe light effect catches through the trees. And in some of the trees, you can see this horrific looking creature that looks a little bit like one of these.
Wow, it's too big for the token. Oh, dear God.
If it's an insect, I roll to domesticate it.
It is quite large for an insect. As you see this multicolored cross between an insect and a dinosaur in the trees. It has a lamprey-like mouth, rings of teeth all around the mouth, and the boom drops.